Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Arduino if statement. I'm also going to show you how you can use the else statement with the Arduino if statement. And also I'm going to show you all types of operators that you can use with the if statement. So without further ado guys, let's get this video started. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start explaining how to use the if statement and the else statement in Arduino programming. And so basically up here we do int x equals 0. And so basically I'm just making the variable x equal to 0. And we're just going to use this variable so that we can mess around and see how the if statement is actually working. And so then we go into the void setup and we just set up our serial monitor, get it all ready because we're going to be printing things out to the serial monitors to see how the if statement is actually working. And so then we go to the void loop and we start looking at our if statement here. So an if statement is a way that the Arduino can make decisions based on, certain things that are happening based on certain values and stuff like that. And so basically, if whatever is in between these two parentheses is true, then go in and do this code that is in between these two brackets right here. And so then we come into these parentheses and we have x. So basically x equals 0 right now. X equals 0. So what does this mean? And so basically what this means is that equal to equals. You may be like, okay, shouldn't it be 1 to equal? Well, equal actually tells the Arduino program we need to check and see the difference between these two values, 0 and x. We need to check it out to see if it's equal. But if we actually just put 1 equal, it would think, okay, we just got to make x equal to 0. Just like we did up here, made it equal to 0. And we'll just make x equal to 0. No, we want to see if it's equal to 0, not make it equal to 0. And so we have to put 2 equals to tell the Arduino, hey, and we want to check if it's equal to 0. And so we have to put 2 equals. And so basically at first, we have our x is equal to 0. So yes, this is true because x is equal to 0. And so it's going to come into these brackets right here and activate this code, which is serial.println true. So basically, we're going to print out the string true. So if this statement is true, then we're going to go ahead and print out the true. And so we are expecting, since x is equal to 0, we are going to expecting a true printed on the serial model. So we're going to look at this in a few seconds, but first I want to explain about the else statement. So you may be wondering, well, what about the else statement? What's the big deal with this? And so basically, if this statement is not true, if it's not equal to 0, then come into this statement and activate this code. So we do serial.println false. So we just print false because this statement is false if we get into this else statement and print out this. And so that is the else statement. So basically, either way, the Arduino terminal is going to come into one of these statements. It's going to be this if statement or this else statement. And so now I'm going to go ahead and upload code. I put 2 semicolons right here because I got an error when I was checking it. But now I'm going to go ahead and upload the code and see what we get. After that, I'm going to go ahead and open our serial. And we got a lot of truths right here. So we got true printed out. And so yes, the if statement is working. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is now we're going to change this up a little bit. And we're going to make x equal to 1 or maybe 8 just to make it different. And so basically x is now not going to be equal to 0. So x is no longer going to be equal to 0. And so this is going to be a false statement right here. And so then we're going down to this else statement and do this line of code since this statement is not true. And so now I'm going to go ahead and upload this code and we should get false. Okay, now we upload code. And so now I'm going to go ahead and open our serial. And yep, we got a false. And so now you may be wondering, well, can we always see if things are equal to each other? Is that all we can see, with this statement is to see if things are equal to each other? Well, no, you can actually do other things. And so basically we can do not equal. And so this is how you do not equal. And so what does this mean? This means that if x is not equal to 0, then this statement is going to be true. Because if it's not equal to 0, then it's true, right? But if it is equal to 0, then it's false. And so if right now x is equal to 8, and so this is actually going to be true since x is not equal to 0. And so it's going to come into this statement and print out true. And so let's go ahead and see that. We'll open our serial model, and as you can see, we got true. And so basically that's that. And so now we're going to make x actually equal to 0. And so then this statement should be false because the statement is looking for x to not be equal to 0. So then we should go into this else statement if this statement is not true, which is not true. And so we're going to come into this else statement and print out false. So let's go ahead and upload that. So then we'll go get our serial model. And there we go, we got false. And so now you may be wondering, is there more? And yes, there is. There is less than. So if x is less than 0, then come into this if statement. I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to make if x is less than 10. So if x is less than 10, then come into this if statement and print out true. And so at this point, x is actually less than 10 because it's equal to 0. And so it's going to come into this statement and print out true. And so basically that it's going to print out true. And so now there is another way also. You could do greater than. If x is greater than 10, then come into this if statement. And so at this point, x is equal to 0. And so x is not greater than 10. And so because x is equal to 0, so 0 is not greater than 10. And so then it's going to go into the else statement and print out false. And so that is the greater than operator. And so now there is one called greater or equal. So basically greater or equal. So basically is x greater or equal to 10? So if x is greater or also equal to 10, because if we just went up here and said x is equal to 10, and we just actually erased this equal, this would be false. Okay, this would be false because x is actually equal to 10, but it's not greater than 10. So 10 is not greater than 10, right? It's equal to 10, you know? And so basically this is going to be false because 10 is not greater than 10. So we may want to do equal. So if x is greater or equal to 10, then go into this if statement. So even if x is equal to 10, it will still go into this if statement and print out true. So yes, 10 is not greater than 10, but it's equal to 10. And so we're going to still go into this if statement. And the same thing with less than. So if x is less than or equal to 10, then go into this if statement. And so we will still go into this if statement, even if x is equal to 10 still. So basically that's all the operators. And so then there's also more things you could do with the if statement. And so basically we need to see, like, if we want to go into this if statement, we want to make sure like x is equal to 10 and also y is equal to 8 or something like that. And so how can we check if those numbers are equal to those things at the same time? How can we check that? Well, this is how you do it. And so all you have to do is you have two of those and symbols, add two of those and symbols, and y, which we defined up here, y equals 8. Okay, so if x equals 10 and y equals 8, then come into this if statement. So each one of these have to be true. X has to be equal to 10 and y has to be equal to 8. If x is not equal to 10 and y is equal to 8, it won't work. Both of these have to be true. Okay, so right here, both of them all true, so it's going to print out true. But let's say this one's 9 right here, then it's going to go ahead and it's going to print out false. And so let's go ahead and actually see that. And so we downloaded our code, and so now we'll go check here, and it printed out false because because this if statement was false and it came into this else statement and printed out this. So now again, if we put in 10, it will print out true. So we'll go ahead and upload it, and there we go, true. And it's true because both of these are true. X is equal to 10 up here. X is equal to 10 and y is equal to 8. Okay, so now in some cases you may be wondering, well, I don't actually need both these to be true. Maybe I just need one of these to be true. So maybe I just need x to be equal to 10 and y can be equal to whatever. It can be equal to 8. Just one of these have to be true, okay? And so how you can do that is you got to do or. And so basically, if x is equal to 10 or y is equal to 8. So one of these has to be true. If that's going to be x is equal to 10 or y is equal to 8, then it will come in here. So if one of these are true, then the Arduino terminal will come into this if statement and print out true. And so let's go ahead and make y equal to like 6. And this should be true still, since y is not even equal to 8, but x is equal to 10. So let's go ahead and test it out. And let's go ahead and check it. And there you go, true. And so now let's say we make x equal to 0. So now none of these are true. X is not equal to 10 and y is not equal to 8. And so this should not go in here. It should go into the else statement. Okay, so we're downloading this. And as you can see, it's false. And so basically that is everything with the if statement. So if you like this video, consider giving this video a like. Also comment down below if you have any questions. And also if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all guys. Goodbye. Have a great day.